Kia ora tātou. My name's Miriam Pierard. I'm from the Internet Party, and it looks like we need to change the government. Am I right? The kind of feeling that I'm getting from the floor is that you're really supporting what Jacinda has said. You're really supporting what Tracy Martin has said. And I also want to stand up here and I want to tautoko also what they have said, because I am a teacher and I am sick to death with the last 6 years of the national government ignoring us, making us teachers feel like we're failing our children, and not listening to us on policies that actually, we're the experts. Why aren't we being listened to? We need to feed our kids. We need to make sure that our kids live in dry, safe homes. And we need to make sure that we have a strong public education system that is brought into the 21st century with children at the focus and with teachers and educationalists listened to as the experts. And we have to work together on this. And you can see now, if we have a change of government, that Labour, Greens, New Zealand First and Internet Mana will work to really strengthen our education system and try to reverse some of the terrible things that have been happening under National for the last 6 years. It shows a real sickness in our system when we have kids, nearly a quarter of our kids are under the poverty line in New Zealand. This is New Zealand. What happened to the New Zealand that I grew up to be, that I thought I could be proud of? Where our kids are getting sick from preventable third world diseases because of the overcrowded and the drafty housing conditions that they live in. Now, much of the solution to the sickness comes from organisations and movements like Tick for Kids, and the organisations that support it, such as NZEI, PPTA, Teachers Union that ACT Party likes to call vile, quote unquote, on their Facebook page. Don't worry, I had a really good go at him about that. It's really important that we work with the organisations and the individuals at the coalface because they are the experts. We, the teachers, are the experts. Thankfully, also, due to the efforts of organisations such as yourselves and of individuals such as Max Rashbrook, of Brian Bruce, and of course, more recently, Nigel Latter, inequalities and issues facing children are becoming a really key issue leading up to the election this year. Now, the Internet Party is absolutely committed to working with the groups on the ground and also with other parties to find strong solutions to these problems that our children face today. And we do this in a number of ways. First of all, we actually represent a generation that's really more and more disconnected from the political process. And we see that in the number of young people who chose not to go out and vote in 2011. Now, the Internet Party, we see ourselves as we're trying to bring solutions to this. We're a solutions party. We're determined to make democratic participation more accessible and our government more responsive, a government that actually listens to the people. We don't want to tell people what they want or what the solutions are from this sort of elevated, really distant platform. We want to ask you. And so we approach our members and we get them to help collaborate through our really revolutionary policy development programs through the internet so that the expertise and the experience of our membership is harnessed and used in the policies that we create. So if any of you in this room, and I know that all of you are experts in some area of your life, if you have any ideas, please come and talk to me afterwards. We'd love to hear from you. So we're an issues-based party. We have solid evidence-based policy. We've heard already that the evidence is that the last 6 years, these policies that we have imported from failing education systems that actually are in crisis don't work. So let's work together to find solutions for them. We've also joined with the Mana movement in a strategic alliance for this election, and that shows how committed we are to working with other groups that seem on the outset quite different but share a common vision. And we've developed a shared policy platform that has kids at the heart of it and that is going to tackle inequality in this country by using evidence and by all of us working together. And so some of the ways we're going to do this, first of all, feed the kids. It's estimated that 100,000 kids go to school every day hungry. They're being set up for struggle and failure. If kids are hungry, they can't concentrate, they can't learn. Many of you in this room will know that firsthand. It's not a political issue, and it surely shouldn't be politicised. Feed the kids, it's that simple. We would also introduce 30,000 new state rental homes to deal with the housing crisis and make sure that our kids are housed. And finally, we've got a really great draft modern schools policy, and one of those is also scrapping national standards and repealing charter schools. As a teacher myself, the current situation of our education system is obviously really personal for me, We've got a fantastic curriculum that came in 2008. We have amazing teachers in this country. But the New Zealand public is made to believe that we're failing our kids and that's not good enough. And it's absurd that we're ignored. Why do you ignore us, Minister? We think it's brave to stand up and overhaul an education system and look after our teachers and make sure that our teachers are listened to.
I think that's the 5 minutes.
Oh, sorry, it is too. Thank you. Clearly we need a change of government. Thank you.